record, and welcome into Wideside Sports, everybody. Hope you're having a stupendous day.
Yeah, stupendous.
I didn't know what I was going to say there.
I haven't used that word ever.
Before we dive in, let me tell you a little bit about my week, Seth.
Oh, okay, well, I've been waiting because
I refused to tell you how. When you asked how I was doing, I said, we'll go on air. Okay, so what day is it? It's Thursday.
Today is Thursday.
Tuesday, I come home.
Okay.
You know, you've known me for a long time.
Yep.
And, you know, like, I'm a very regimented person. Like, I wake up at this time. I go to bed. I eat at this time. This is what I watch. This is what I do when I get home. Aaron Rodgers Tuesday, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
Flip it on. No internet.
Oh. Okay.
Do all the bullshit, reset, all that shit. Not working. Go on to Spectrum's app or whatever, and you're kind of chatting. They're running you through.
Yeah.
Comes my router or my modem is like 10 or 12 years old, however it is.
So
it
just took a shit on you?
Out.
Yeah.
Run over here. It's all the way on the other side of town.
Yeah.
Line out the fucking door. I mean, took forever.
Probably like, what, 3:30? 4 o'clock? Yeah.
Yep. So I'm waiting in line 40 minutes. and, it takes 3 minutes. And one lady comes out, like, they have like 4 people working.
Yeah.
One lady doesn't have a till in her register, so she can only do equipment swaps.
Okay.
So she comes out, there's like 2 people with equipment in front of me, and most of them were just turning shit in.
Yeah.
She does one, and then she just leaves.
Oh.
And then comes back and stands there and doesn't help anybody else.
Oh.
And everybody else just trying to pay their bills, get their phones turned back on. I mean, it's basically what was happening. So finally up there, it takes me a couple minutes. They swap me out, give me a new one, get home, plug it in, do the whole shit again. No internet. Back on the chat. Hey, I switched this out, blah, blah, blah. All right, well, we're going to have to set you an appointment.
Okay.
All right, please do so.
Yeah.
So they set it for Thursday between 8 and 9 p.m. Like, I didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like, if he shows up at 9, like, I'm already in bed.
Yeah.
At that point in time.
8 and 9 p.m. So an hour.
Yeah.
That he's going to come between.
Somewhere in there.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But.
Okay.
Change up. So the other thing is obviously I don't have internet. I have DirecTv, so I just flip the TV on, which is horrible.
I'm sure.
I don't watch TV. I have DirecTV.
Yeah.
And for NFL Sunday Ticket.
And the streaming services for everything else.
Yeah. I pay $1,500 a year to watch NFL games on Sunday. That's what happens.
Yeah.
So, that throws me off because even when I go to bed, like, I'll throw a podcast on my streaming stick, and I'm putting on DirecTV, and I can't take the commercials. Like, I'm trying to fall asleep, like, just whatever show's on, and then it's like, hey, if you got extra gold, sell it to this. Or if you need a loan from somebody for $39,000, we'll give it to you. Just pay us back $110.
Yeah.
Stupid shit that people are paying for these days.
Yeah.
So I can't fall asleep. So, all right, go to work the next day. Not thinking anything about it. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
Come home. I pull in, and I can see there's a new line ran to my house.
Oh, okay.
Like, hey, they showed up.
Yeah.
Awesome. Go inside. You kind of reboot the route. Obviously, I wasn't home. So I reboot the router. Boom. Internet. Awesome.
Okay.
I go outside, get the mail. Then I'm talking to my neighbor. Or not my neighbor. He owns the house, but he's getting ready to sell it. I was just outside talking to him, which is weird in itself that I was doing that. And the cable guy pulls in.
The Spectrum guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, hey, you weren't here. I said, yeah, my appointment was between 8 and 9 p.m. on Thursday.
Okay.
Well, I had it in my list as it was today at noon. Like, all right. He goes, well, you weren't home. I just wanted to check and make sure you had internet. And I was like, yeah, I did. But you also did something else. He's like, what's that? I said, for some reason, you clipped my DirecTV line. You just cut it.
Oh, God.
He goes, did I? And he looks up and goes, yeah, I can see it. It's like, yeah. He goes, do you have DirecTV? I said, yeah. He goes, hey, man, I'm sorry.
That's all he said.
I said, well, can you put it back together? No, our stuff doesn't work with theirs. You're going to have to call them. And then goes, everything else good, though? And then he fucking leaves. And as you know, this happens yesterday. There's no fucking way DirecTV's getting out here.
No.
Last time I had to have DirecTV, my appointment was like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you end up having to call one of the local things and paying them $150 to come do something. So I'll probably end up just canceling DirecTV. It's like I can watch the college games.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. And kind of an important weekend for sports.
Yeah, kind of a big one.
NFL's kind of there. We got college. Yeah. But he's just like, hey, man, I'm sorry. Why'd you cut it in the first place?
Yeah.
Oh, do you have DirecTV?
Yeah.
You just assumed that I didn't?
Nobody has this anymore.
I mean, it's on my roof, a cable coming down the side, going into the house. Yeah, fuck, doesn't need this clip.
Yeah, that's just an extra wire.
So now I'll probably just go to like YouTube TV or something like that, and then I just won't have NFL package anymore.
So I believe you can just buy the NFL Sunday ticket.
I don't know that you can, buddy.
I think you can.
Can't stream it.
Yes, you can, because there's an NFL Sunday ticket app.
If you have DirecTV.
If you do, but I think you can do a thing where you can just have the app. You don't have to actually have the box.
I did research on that, and like you can't get it.
Oh, okay.
Like you can have NFL. NFL has a package that you can get.
Oh, okay.
But you can watch. It's when they condense the games down. You can watch them the next day.
Oh, I see. I gotcha.
They're like 35 minutes. It just shows the plays.
The plays. Okay, I gotcha.
I mean, really, it's the only reason to have DirecTV.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, and I'll just because the only thing that sucks is because I live here, and it's a Browns town, and I'm a Bengals fan.
Yeah,
you can't. Yeah. So I won't be able to watch Bengals games because they only show Browns games here. That sucks, but say $1,000 a year or whatever.
Yeah,
I planned on canceling it.
Yeah, after
whatever January, whatever first week of January when they go into the playoffs, and I don't want to,
Yeah, you don't need. Everything's
need to watch the Jaguars game, but I like to.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like to be able to flip, and it pisses me off when. How is there 7 games at commercial at the same time?
Yeah, that's the bullshit.
Crazy.
One. It is. It's
Can we stagger the start times?
Yeah.
Like, I like the 4 o'clock, 4:25 with the national.
Yeah.
Because, like, okay, this one's at halftime, but this one's still going. Okay, this is halftime. The other one's back on.
Yeah, that's nice.
But, that was the... Yeah, I'm sorry, man. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Am I going to have to pay DirecTV for this?
Yeah.
No, they should do that for free. I mean, it comes with... I mean, it's very clearly cut.
Yeah, you cut this.
Yeah, our stuff doesn't work on it. I find that hard to believe. It feels like it's a coax cable that comes in.
Yeah.
I feel like you could just connect that back together.
Yeah.
I feel like I could probably go buy the stuff and connect it back together. It's unreal.
He just said sorry.
Sorry, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, I'm sorry. Yeah. Kind of fucked up my weekend, pal.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And it's Wednesday.
Yeah. Pretty sure my week's through it now. I appreciate it.
Yeah, because last time I had to deal with DirecTV on that shit when I had my house roofed. And they obviously I'd take that down to roof it, and then I have to have DirecTV put it back up. Yeah, we'll get to you. It's 3 weeks. I'm like, what?
What? Why 3 weeks? There's not that many customers.
I bet if I was a new customer, you'd be out here in like a day.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean...
Oh, that sucks, buddy.
But that's the way of the world. Hopefully by next year, the NFL works out some deal where they just stream it like Amazon or somebody.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Hey, come on.
Yeah, why are we doing this?
And it's getting time. I mean, it's been great because it really hadn't. It's only snowed on one Sunday, and I had to go out and scrape off my dish so I could watch football game. I mean, it's like
this is 2021.
Why does DirecTV still have this shit?
Yeah,
it's the only thing they have.
I find it weird, and I know they're cable and they're not streaming, but you'd assume at some point in time they all go to streaming.
Yeah,
you would assume. I mean, hey, you don't have to have people come out here and work on a cable.
Well, that it would only make sense, but it, like, I assume Jeff Bezos must be a nerd and not like football.
Yeah,
because why wouldn't he just go? Yeah, if I get the Sunday ticket on Amazon Prime with exclusivity like DirecTV has on it, Yeah, I'll just give you, what do you want, 150, 200 million a year?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Is DirecTV paying you 150? I'll give you 200. And I'll just have it.
Yeah.
We just made that back.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's like, why would you not do that with Prime? Like, and that's a bad thing is because they don't advertise Prime. Like, most of the Prime shows are pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
And the movies they've made, pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth, it's only $12.
Cause that's kind of been my thought of, like on McAfee's show, he's been, working on something or whatever, this big deal or whatever. My assumption is that he's going to a Rogan type deal.
Yeah.
But hopefully not with Spotify because it's horrible. But I just assume it would be like Amazon Prime paying him a bunch of money. We're getting NFL rights and we want you to do what Manning is doing for Monday night.
Yeah, probably something.
We'd like you guys to do that.
That'd be cool.
I could only hope something like that would happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I mean, Amazon should try to make a move in some kind of sporting world, even if you have to start with something dumb like baseball. Then you get your nose and then you figure it out and then you go after the big dogs.
Well, I mean, they already do Thursdays.
Yeah. I've never watched it on Prime.
I've never watched Thursday Night Football.
Oh.
I'm usually asleep because it starts at stupid fucking times.
Yeah, but I mean, I have the live the Hulu Live. So it's on there, so I don't have to open up Prime. You know what I mean? It's just...
It's a weird thing. DirecTV, I know they kind of... That package came together when they got creative. Like, hey, it's not 1997 anymore.
Yeah. Open it up to some other people.
Like DirecTV can have a piece of it because I understand people live out in the country and don't have direct internet access. I get it.
Yeah.
But it affects me.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the way it is. So then the rest of the story goes. Oh, no, just on the way down here, I parked at the, I obviously got a soda.
I parked. It's called Polar Pop on the fucking cup.
That's what the cup is called. That's not what the product inside of it is called.
It's Pop.
No.
Yes.
But parking lot empty. Like all the spots were empty.
Somebody park right beside you.
So fucking close. And not even on my side.
Oh, yeah?
Like they parked themselves
in.
And I watched her get out of the vehicle and like she squeezed. She's not a small gal.
Yeah.
She squeezed out of there of like, there's 7 other fucking spots.
Why'd you park right beside me?
And it's because women don't use urinals.
Yeah, I know. That's a pretty good assumption.
They have no idea about buffer space.
Yeah. Or the fact that she was just really lazy and didn't want to walk the extra.
That's exactly what it was. I parked
steps.
1 spot down.
Yeah.
Or 2 spots down, actually, from in front of the door for that reason.
Uh-huh.
Well, this seems like a safe spot. I'll snuggle right in here.
It cracks me up that the handicap spot at that gas station is on around the building.
It's the furthest parking spot away.
It is. And it's the hardest one to get out of, too.
You can't. Yeah, because you can't back up.
Nope. There's a pole right there. It's like, hey, go ahead and park here, but you're not getting out.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, I watched a lady park there. She wasn't handicapped because two of them are and one of them's not. So she backs out, but everybody else coming from the pumps almost hit her about 5 times because nobody thinks, who the fuck parks there? Nobody does.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Fun week.
Yeah, that's been my crisis. Yeah. Everybody's got a Vietnam.
Yeah,
that's mine.
I get it, man. I've gone to school every day this week, so
crazy talk.
Stupid. I hate it. Come on, where's the inclement weather at?
Please don't, because then I have to work, and I got to get up at 2:00.
Sorry.
Oh, it's about time to retire.
Oh man.
So some stuff happened
from Sunday when we talked last. Yeah, a lot of shit has went down. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure obviously people have heard about Lincoln Riley and Brian Kelly and those situations, but what are your thoughts on the whole shindig there?
Do it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just one Lincoln Riley, the stupid money in college football. Lincoln Riley. $100 million guaranteed, 10 years. Buy both of his houses in Oklahoma.
Yeah,
buy him a $6 million house in L.A. or whatever section of L.A. he's going to live in.
Yeah,
24/7 access to a private jet for anything he wants to do.
Yeah,
and they went okay.
Yeah,
And then people are like, I can't believe he left Oklahoma. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're fucking stupid.
They bought his house, both of them. $600,000.
He just finished building one.
Yeah. $600,000 for both of them. Bought them in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Overpaid.
Yeah. And then bought him a $6 million home in LA, wherever that may be.
Now, granted, $6 million is not much of a home in LA.
Probably not.
It's nice.
But it's a college did that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Yeah. Like, where is Jay Billis' head exploding somewhere along the lines that
Jay
college
Billis
did
can
that?
Go fuck himself. I don't like that guy either.
But he's been one about the whole college.
Guy,
I understand. But he's been one about the whole college making too much money and not giving it to the athletes. But
that's the same thing. And you mentioned this before the show about the video or the audio of Brian Kelly.
Yeah, of how it was like a 4-minute conversation of,
hey, gotta go.
Yep, pretty much.
But he is same deal.
Yeah,
10 years, $100 million.
Oh, guaranteed. I mean,
guaranteed.
They fire his ass because he can't get any wins down there, and he's gone.
Yeah. Hey, you tried 4 years, you didn't win. All right, well, you're gonna have to fire me. Yeah, we will. Here's $60 million.
Yep. Crazy.
But that's a weird thing to do too. Because you talk about how bad LSU has been. Their last 3 coaches have won national championships.
I know.
Think about that. Everybody's like shits on LSU. It's like they've won 3 national championships. I mean, one of them was Nick Saban, obviously.
Yes. Yeah.
But the last 2 guys, these guys can't coach worth of shit.
Les Miles is
now Ogeron couldn't.
No.
He hit Gerber. Probably how he says it.
Probably.
Gerber. Go Tigers. I wonder what he's going to say in his next job.
The mascot has to be 1 syllable or 2. It can't be anything longer than that.
I think he's going to be. He seems like a coach that would fit in well at like Blue Mountain State.
Yeah.
It's hookers down here.
Yeah. Where's that pocket pussy? And then, I don't know.
And then to top this off, they have a meeting about expansion in the playoff, and they can't come to a decision.
Uh-huh.
Which, translation, we can't figure out how to bring the money in and act like the bowl games still matter so we can get that money too.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all it means. All it means.
Yeah. The fact that they can't come up with a way is just asinine. It's your bowl games.
Yeah.
Come up with a fucking way to do it. You run it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I
listen to Joe Klatt. Pretty good plan. 12 teams. Get a bye. The actual championship games actually mean something because you get a home game and you get a bye.
I don't know I don't know the issue. Those 12 teams in those, what did we say? How many get buys? 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Those other teams that are playing the first round, there's your bowl games right there.
No. Not even that. Play them on campus.
But all I'm saying is if you can't figure out, you're going to sell a bowl game. You have this one, and then you save whatever you got, whatever they consider the fucking big bowl games. Now you save them for the next round.
Yeah,
and then the last 4 are the college football playoff championship. That's it.
Yeah,
it's not hard. It's not fucking rocket science.
You're gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Don't sell all the rights to ESPN.
Yeah.
Let's get Fox involved. Get CBS involved.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Make it like the NFL does. Of you get a playoff game, you get a playoff game, and the Super Bowl rotates.
Yep. Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
Because when you do that, then Fox is promoting stuff for ESPN. ESPN's promoting stuff for NBC because it's all coming back around and you're trying to grow it as big as you can.
I don't understand how hard that is. If you're going after, as a fan, it doesn't even matter if your team's playing in it. I want to listen to how excited Gus Johnson's voice is going to be in a national championship game.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry. I think Kirk Herbstreit does a really, really good job, but there's no
Gus Johnson. He's so excited.
He is. He's so excited.
He's just like, he loves it so much.
Yeah.
And everybody, you get some people that shit on Gus Johnson. It's because, like, when he calls it, he gets excited. It doesn't matter what team it is.
Oh, yeah.
And people that shit on him, or their team's the one that's losing.
Yes.
So the other teams make the plays. Like this last week, he was like that for Michigan. Yeah. And we only hear him like that for Ohio State.
Yeah. But it was awesome,
was awesome because it's Gus.
When he was the Haskins, the running back from Michigan, when he was getting excited about his runs, like I had chills. Yeah. Because I'm like, that just, like, it sounds awesome. Your voice makes me want to watch this game.
Then they put them in a Browns game in the NFL. Browns Lions. What the fuck are we doing?
One of them, it was him and Aqib Talib did a game together one time, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Because who doesn't like Aqib Talib? Because
he says shit.
Yes, he does, and he doesn't
it's
care.
Coming out.
Yes, I don't think, and he hasn't done a game since, so I don't know if he said something that they didn't like, Fox didn't like, or whatever. But I'm like, it's awesome.
Well, they have their formula.
Yeah.
If you're not Tony Romo, and if you're not, I know he's for CBS, but it's like Troy Aikman. Tony, you got to be this.
Yeah, and he's not. He doesn't have to be. It's himself.
You could talk like a human.
Schlereth fucking says
basically
what the hell
just
he wants.
Don't curse on air.
Yeah,
that's all you can't do.
Schlereth says all kinds of shit all the time, and everybody likes him.
I think the higher ups, like the morons that get these high up positions and think that it's like, well, you don't know. Just like you're a pencil pusher.
Yeah, you don't know anything.
You're not talent.
Yeah.
But you get this high up position and you're like, well, this is what everybody else is doing, so we got to be the best at this.
No.
Even the fact that Tony Romo, everybody loved him, but the overreaction to pay him $17 million a year.
Too much.
Is like, boy,
yeah.
We didn't need that, and then he went and got drunk off his fucking ass and made a shit box of himself.
Yeah,
in front of for an event for Jim Nantz.
Yeah, exactly. Before we go into more shit about analysts and things like that, the whole coaches leaving thing, I have no problem with, and the fact that I think when I should say this. In previous years, when you've seen coaches leave for other jobs, you've seen them coach their bowl game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, no, hold on. I'm not against what they're doing.
I understand, but it's not their fault.
No, it's not their fault. Lincoln Riley and Brian Kelly are not coaching in their bowl game because that was part of the deal with their new gigs. Where is the backlash from the fans that the coaches aren't playing in the bowl games like there was when the players opt out? You know what I'm saying? Like, all the players opt out. Now they're pieces of shit. They don't care about their team, yada, 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 yada. They're going to the NFL. Oh, the coaches aren't doing it now. Now you don't hear a fucking word about it.
Well, I got one for you. The coaches have to leave. When you take a new job, you have to leave because of the stupid fucking early signing
And
period.
I get that. And I'm not upset about it.
I'm not either. But I want to know, where's the backlash? Okay, there's a lot of backlash that Lincoln left. He's not coaching the bowl game.
Yeah.
Fans are pissed. Are they going to be pissed when probably in the next couple of days they sign Brent Venables and Venables doesn't coach in his bowl game because he's coming to OU to start recruiting? Well, hey, we got our guy.
Yeah.
Well, you just did the same thing to another team that got done to you, and now you don't care.
Yeah. But again, the same people who are like, oh, that fucking guy, that player's not playing in the bowl game. Fuck him, this and that.
Yeah. Those are just old.
Yeah, I know. But it's the same shit.
Old, crepid whites.
Yeah.
But that's the other one.
And again, I don't care either way. If you want to go make money, because that's what the whole point of playing college football is. That's
for anybody, and I mean this even if you're somebody listening to the show that doesn't think it's right for them leaving. If someone offered you $100 million...
Yeah.
And you're telling me you would stay at your current job.
Yeah.
You are full of shit.
Exactly. Yeah. No, 100%.
I mean, that's just, and not even that. I assume the people that listen to this make somewhere in the 700 to 800,000 a year. If somebody offered you 1.1, you would leave.
Yeah.
I mean, I just assume we have a high class of listener.
Yeah, no, for sure we do. But anybody who is offered a raise typically goes for it because it's just more money. It's the way the world is.
Yeah, you just don't like it because it's your team.
Yeah, exactly.
And the two guys that left, what have they done?
Yeah, I mean, Brian Kelly or Lincoln Riley haven't won a national championship since they've been there.
And it's unfortunate that that's what we've gotten to, that if you don't win a national championship, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
And I love that line in Moneyball.
Yeah,
with Brad Pitt. It was like, if you don't win the last game of the season, who gives a shit?
Yeah, exactly.
You might as well be. I mean,
you're everybody else.
Yeah. In the NFL, if you don't win the Super Bowl, you just got a worse draft pick.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it means just as much. Now, granted, you make some more money for the ownership and stuff, and the players make they get. But Well, they get playoff checks, but which is great for most players, but like
not
the quarterbacks, it's a pay
not for
cut.
The big ones, not for the big ones.
The big boys get a pay cut. The little guys get a little bit.
Yeah, but that was only my thing. I mean, it's just like you hear all the people bitching, and now somebody that's not a player does it. It's like, oh, not a bad thing then, huh?
Yeah,
not a bad thing. He took the raise.
Yeah, people are stupid.
Yeah.
Well, and then because that has been a front runner, and I know you're not a Brent Venables guy.
No,
because rumor has it that he's an asshole. Outside, not as a coach. Defensive guys are usually a little high strung.
Yeah,
but just as a human shitbag.
Yeah, human asshole. That's just what the rumor mill is. Yeah, I've never met the guy. I don't know.
I might have. I don't know.
Yeah,
I drank a lot.
But
in my 20s,
I don't. He seems too high strung to delegate.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like I thought that about Kirby Smart his first year at Georgia. Like he's so wound up, he wants things done his way that he's not. And I kind of feel that way with Venables. Like you see him signaling the calls on Saturdays. Yeah. He's got 3 fucking grad assistants that pretty much anybody else does. That's
their job.
That's their job is the signal. You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those things. I'm not saying he would do a bad job. Yeah. But the recruiting thing where you kind of have to be personable, I don't know if he's that guy.
I think he's okay. I mean, he gets some.
He does
because he's the main defensive recruit. Now,
but you don't know
not
what
going
he
out and getting you a quarterback.
Yes, but who does he recruit? Actually, does he recruit your big name guys?
Yeah,
or does he recruit a specific position?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I don't exactly know who he recruits.
You're only as good as your staff because it's not like Ryan Day's out there recruiting wide receivers.
No, that Heartline.
It's a Heartline deal.
Tony Alford's gotten how many freaking running backs?
And,
yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's if he's a superior asshole, how many people can he hire?
Exactly.
Now, granted, football coaching, who got shit canned and is looking for a job, and we'll just recycle that because that's the way coaching is. Like nobody new really gets in,
and that's kind of the bad part about coaching anywhere. Most people see it as if I'm a head coach and I fail and I get fired, everybody wants to go look for another head coaching spot. Be a coordinator at a better school. Learn from somebody else. Then try it again. Obviously, what you were doing wasn't working. Maybe go learn from somebody else. I don't know. Maybe it's just my mind would work like that.
Well, that's to me. When people talk about Saban, obviously is big thing. The process, which is a big deal. Obviously,
yeah,
it works well.
Wins a lot for him.
But what's good with him is he's the spot. You get fired, and you're a big name guy. Hey, you go coach for Saban a year. You go get your new job.
Yeah.
And no other schools do that. Like you getting these head coaches fired all the time. Like Ryan Day at Ohio State's not hiring any of those.
No.
Nobody's going to Ohio State to be a coordinator.
No.
To get a reset and get a new job.
Yeah, he's not the standard.
No. That's why everybody goes to Alabama. And then I did see one, and I hope it happens. Just I do and I don't. Because I like Marcus Freeman. I actually know who he is and have watched what he's done. I hope he gets that job, but then I also hope he doesn't because, boy, is your first head coach job.
Rough.
It's they get drummed in the college football playoff.
But it's a big-time job.
They're a double-digit win team every year.
They're it's a big-time job.
It's a blue-chip job.
It's Notre Dame.
It's Notre Dame. And that to be your first job of like, boy.
There's a lot of pressure on your shoulders.
Ooh, boy.
Now, I look at it 2 ways. There's a lot of pressure on your shoulders because it's like, oh, fuck, this is Notre Dame. This is big time. I also look at it another way as saying, Brian Kelly was there for 10 years and didn't win squat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think there is.
Well, you're behind the 8 ball with what you can do.
Yeah.
Brian Kelly, he should have said, hey, look, man, they're paying me $100 million, and the guys that I really wanted to recruit, I can actually recruit now.
Exactly. Yeah. And again, that's going to be tough. Anywhere. It's not the most ideal job because of the recruiting aspect. Now it's gotten a little bit more lenient.
Right.
From when it was. But like you said, yeah, it's a big tough job. I think I'm happy for him if he gets it, but
yeah. But and the other part is that Golden Dome ain't bringing anybody to the campus.
No,
not anymore. It's just not.
Yeah.
this will be the one of when they have that setback, if they do. And I wish, and I'm not saying he's getting the job, but it seems like it's tracking that way that he might.
Yeah. Good.
But if he has a little setback or struggle, or that's when you kind of can see Notre Dame in a conference.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make any sense for them to be independent anymore. Everybody says they make so much money. They don't.
No.
Actually, they would have made, I think somebody put that out, they would have made more money if they were in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, man.
The best thing for Freeman, as of right now, if he does end up getting the head job, they haven't lost any recruits.
No, not yet.
Not yet. And that's what I'm saying. Not yet. That's big because it says that they were going there because they wanted to go to Notre Dame, not because of Brian Kelly.
Yeah.
That's what it says to me, at least. Look at all these guys who decommitted from OU and just committed to USC. They were there for Lincoln Riley.
Yeah.
Not because Oklahoma.
Yeah, you committed to me, not to school.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's one thing that says, hey, we wanted to go play at Notre Dame. We don't really right now. We don't, unless it's somebody that's,
who's the offensive coordinator?
Tommy Rees.
Tommy Rees, because his audio came out about, I'm here to win a national championship with you guys. I'm not leaving, blah, blah, blah. All that rah-rah stuff. And then if Marcus Freeman gets a job and Tommy Rees leaves because he didn't get the job. Like, hey, man.
I don't think he would.
Not this year, but next year.
No, next year, yeah.
It's one of those things of, hey, maybe don't say that shit.
Yeah. Just back them.
Just stop making promises
just
of like, hey, we're here to get this done.
Yeah, just back them up. Back your players up. You don't have to make any promises.
And it's not so much as a coordinator. Like, you don't need to say that. Like, you're expected to leave.
Yeah.
Like, all coordinators, I think every college recruit would say, my coordinator went and got a head coach job. Hey, that's upward mobility.
Yeah.
And the other part with the Freeman thing is I read
where LSU's wanted to offer him the highest paid assistant. Yeah.
I was kind of wanting to get him at Ohio State.
Yeah. I think you would have had to offer him more money than what LSU was.
So?
No, I'm just saying. I think,
but it's one of those things. He's from there, and he's also really good at defense.
Yes, and that's one thing that Ohio State is not. No, it's not good at defense.
And you're not telling me that LSU has a bigger budget.
No, they do not.
They do not.
They do not. Again, nobody.
I don't know
knows.
that anybody does. I don't know that Alabama does.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Texas used to.
You are the money guy. I just say shit.
Yeah,
all that.
Texas used to, but then
they're Texas
they
now.
Shit their pants and then come on their leg.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. They shoot their load early.
Yeah.
That's where I was getting to.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Get it?
Yep.
They're also not bowl eligible, right?
Yeah, they're not. They're not bowl eligible.
SEC.
Yeah, SEC.
And Matthew McConaughey is going to get out there and have to start.
Yeah, he's going to start motivating.
All right. What we're going to do is score more than them boys.
Okay, Coach. Okay, thanks, Coach McConaughey.
Drive Sark to drinking again.
Yeah, it's bigger in here, Texas.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we might as well push forward. Well, and we're all over the fucking map.
Yeah.
But hey, it's good conversation.
Yeah.
And it's we got the mics. You don't.
Yeah. Fuck off.
Maybe we'll buy another thing. I'm thinking about doing it because it's about time to upgrade our system.
Yeah.
About getting the one that I can patch a phone line into.
Yeah, so we can talk to everybody.
And then people can call in and stuff. And maybe we'll answer. And then you can voice your opinion.
Yeah.
And we'll just hang up on you.
Yeah, I want to do that one time.
Hey, nip.
Yeah.
But the college football playoff, they're still having their meetings. Like, they haven't voted it down. They just can't agree.
They can't agree on it.
I feel like after this weekend happens, and they go, okay, we don't have Alabama, we don't have Clemson, and we don't have Ohio State.
Yeah, let's expand.
And if Michigan does what Michigan could do,
you're not getting Michigan.
Think about that.
You're getting nobody. This could possibly be the least watched college football playoff.
If Georgia was the only team in it, I might not watch it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't want to watch Cincinnati and Oklahoma State. Sorry. I don't. No. I really don't. I honestly do not want to watch that game.
It's just one of those, if you get that, and because it would be the most Jim Harbaugh Michigan thing to do would be
100%.
Go in and get beat by Iowa.
100%.
if somebody just told you, man, I would beat Michigan 35-20.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I can see it. I can see it happening.
It'd be like, I can see that happening.
What if everybody gets beat and then everybody has 2 losses with Georgia? This could be crazy.
There's a scenario that Ohio State could get in.
Oh, 100%. I'm not down. If everybody loses, then you just pick from
If
cream of the
Alabama
crop.
gets beat, Michigan gets beat, you going to put Notre Dame in without their head coach?
Yeah. Nope. Imagine that. Marcus Freeman, here you go. You're the interim. Go play Georgia.
Coaching in the playoffs? I mean,
yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's scenarios. I mean, you could say that of like, you don't even have your fucking coach.
Yeah.
But that would be the funniest thing is if that happened and Notre Dame went on a run and won it.
Oh, yeah.
And be like, hey, fuck you, Kelly.
Fuck you, Kelly. Yeah. Old BK can suck my ass.
Yeah. I mean, and people are pissed at Notre Dame forgetting that guy killed somebody.
Yeah. I think I saw something like that one time. Like, everybody forgets that he killed somebody.
Killed that kid.
Killed that kid.
Kid was like, hey, it doesn't feel safe up here. I don't want to do this. Get your ass back up there. Hey, this is blowing over. Hey, I'm going to start tweeting out how I feel like I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Hey, I died.
Hey, I died. Yeah. Good job, BK.
Fucking film was terrible. Fucking swaying all over.
Damn, look like amateur porn.
Yeah.
Couldn't hold the camera still.
Everybody forgets about that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I know.
No, Coach, I want to come down. Get your ass back up there.
Yeah.
Now we've built a structure. We're not using scissor lifts anymore. All right. Well, a scissor lift and 30-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it says that on the warning that you shouldn't do that.
Shouldn't be up there.
Shouldn't be windy.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so we talked about other teams. Now that we've mentioned Marcus Freeman as possible, we would like him as an Ohio State defensive coordinator. Awesome. Do you have any other names that's kind of floated around your head about who could possibly do it or any ideas?
I mean,
You're limited.
You're limited, but you're looking at some guys that maybe get shit canned out of the NFL too.
Mm-hmm. You are. One name in the college realm. Now this would be it's not going to happen because he's been a head coach way too long to take a step down. The only way he does it is because he's older. He may do it. Gary Patterson speaks to me.
Yeah.
That he was
tough fucking hire, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's a tough hire.
I don't think you get away with it.
Like I said,
I think you would at if he went to Alabama or Ohio State. I think you can because they just like, hey, fuck you. This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Others, they wouldn't. Yeah. They wouldn't take that.
That's that name comes to mind. I'm like, the guy he didn't win a whole lot, but TCU's not any good. You don't see too many head coaches.
Should have went to the playoff ahead of Ohio State that year. Yes, they jumped them. I mean, they're like, well, Ohio State won 55-0 in the championship game.
Uh-huh.
They won by 53 in their championship game. So,
but I don't know. You don't see a whole lot of head coaches run the defense. I feel like having that on their
and he's
staff,
never getting a head coaching job again.
Unless the only one that comes to mind is like Duke. That, you know what I mean? Something that's not any.
To me, it's like he's in the wrong spot, but like a Marvin Lewis.
Yeah, I know.
Or somebody, like that of like, I understand you went out there with Herm because you're friends and stuff, but you're in fucking Arizona. What are we doing?
What are you doing out there?
They don't even play football out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Play rugby.
Yeah.
It's hot and in the desert.
Yes, I mean, something like that would be interesting.
Isn't it weird that you always, like when you say rugby, you think Australia, even though the rest of the world plays it.
Yeah, exactly.
And the best team in the world is actually New Zealand.
Yeah.
But we just connect them together as they're the same fucking people.
Yeah. Yeah. But that name is kind of one that I think don't get me wrong, it's a horrible long shot that probably is not connecting. But that name kind of comes to my mind.
I honestly don't think you're going to see any change.
I don't
at
either.
Defense, because I don't think Ryan Day's going to fire anybody.
I don't think he has enough balls to. I don't.
And their defense bad.
Real bad.
You got a lot of 5-star guys out there that
can't play.
Well, it's up to the players to play. Well, not if the coaches put them into shit they can't do.
Yeah.
Like you trained them all summer to play this fucking defense that they obviously can't do.
Yeah.
And then you try to change the whole scheme 4 games in, and then you're shocked that it didn't work.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't get it. Well, they don't know it.
We just changed the whole scheme.
Yeah. I think you're 100% correct. I don't think anything changes.
No.
I I don't. But the Gary Patterson name comes around. The Marcus Freeman name kind of came around a little bit after you saw Brian Kelly leave. Another name that comes to mind, and I think you could. You're not doing this one. I think this one's harder than the Gary Patterson one. I would absolutely love to pull Jim Leonard away from Wisconsin. I mean, you're not doing it because he's from Wisconsin. He went there. I think he would be fantastic.
Here's my far-fetched scenario.
Okay.
Never going to happen.
Yeah.
And this is the never going to happen scenario of I get to dream.
Okay. Wet dream.
But it's something that we're pretty obvious is probably going to happen in the NFL.
Okay. Mike Zimmer.
Yeah. He's getting shit canned because they're Minnesota's getting blown up. They're going to start the rebuild. Yep. Cousins going to, it's all, that's all.
Uh-huh.
Hey, coach, because you can't, one thing you cannot do in the NFL, you absolutely cannot do, and Chase Garrett just showed you that.
Yeah.
You cannot get fired as a head coach and take a defensive coordinator job in the NFL.
Yeah.
Either one, go back to college, just say, hey, I'm going to take some time off, do this. Or you just sit out. Because if you go back in and get shit canned, now you're done. Jason Garrett's not getting another head coaching job.
No.
It's over now.
Yeah,
He could have called plays at Alabama and been a head coach in the NFL in 2 years again.
Yeah.
But boy, you fucking Mike Zimmer down there.
Yeah. I think it's too complicated, but he could simplify it.
I'm sure he can do other shit, but it's like, oh, we got all this talent, and they don't have that much talent on the other side of the ball. We're going to take these linebackers. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Hey, you guys stop running into the fucking guards all the time.
Yeah.
That's not what we're doing. But his just pressure packages.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the Bosa's anymore.
No, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's a lot. You're right. It is.
It's never going to happen, but that's
it. Yeah. One name, and it's, I don't know how well it would go. He didn't coach this year in the NFL. I don't know if he coached last year in the NFL, but do you remember he was the DB's coach for Seattle with the Legion of Boom, Chris Richard. Remember him?
Yeah,
and then he went to Dallas and was the DB coach there, and then the interim DC after they shit canned somebody.
Yeah.
And then when Dallas fired everybody, he left. And I think he's coach. I think that wouldn't even be a bad one. He's young. He seems like a personal guy. He recruited. I mean, he's a name that kind of sticks out a little bit. You know, I don't know.
Because my thought with that is like you get those NFL guys that have that NFL thing.
Yeah.
And know that they got to dumb it down because college and colleges don't play defense. But Brent Venables, very successful running in the most NFL-like defense.
Yeah, it's not
anywhere close to what an NFL would do, but it's disguised a little bit. And that's all you have to do in the college. You just got to disguise it a little bit.
He disguises it, and Kirby Smart blitzes like the NFL, and then I mean those are
it's shit like that.
I think now I don't know if Chris Richard has his own way of defense or if he still likes the cover 3 heavy look, but the cover 3 look would work in college.
It absolutely works in college because if you just get your guys that you run cover 3 look all the time, and basically the whole Legion of Boom thing those guys are phenomenal. And you just don't get that in the NFL.
That package
You're
anymore.
not going to get 4 fucking guys back there.
Yeah.
But you can in college.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a very simple concept. And know your job. And you do your job.
Yeah.
Don't look in the backfield to do this guy's job. Do your job.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's the whole concept.
Yeah, I think it would be cool. His name popped up. I saw it. Actually, I saw a clip of him doing some drills with something like that. I'm like, oh, I forgot about him. You know, he hasn't coached in the NFL in a couple of years. It's an NFL experience to kind of bring down, and I think that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I think you get one of those because one thing that bothers me with Ohio State's defense is, you look at Iowa. They have played that same defense forever, and it is very effective. It's very rare that you run crazy on Iowa.
Yes. Yeah.
And they have lesser athletes.
They do.
They just do.
Yeah.
But they fly around on the defensive side of the ball. They win games.
Yeah.
With defensive
if
punting.
their offense was as what I want to say, consistent as their defense, they'd be a very, very good football team.
Yeah.
Their defense has always been consistent.
That's why I think And Michigan could blow them out.
Yeah.
But I find it hard that they're just going to be all that successful running the. They're going to run.
Yes, but they're
not going to run like they did against Ohio State.
Yeah, they're not going to fucking shove it down your throat. Yeah. I don't think anybody would be shocked if they lost. I mean,
no. I would be shocked if Alabama beat Georgia.
Yeah,
I think now.
Yeah, I would be shocked because they did not look good against Auburn.
No, I mean they should have. Auburn
lost.
didn't know how to win.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that you can say. But part of me wants Alabama to win.
Mm-hmm.
Just go, all right, Georgia fans, you never really played anybody. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
You weren't any good. Their defense is very good.
Yeah. God, they're good.
Very good.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be fun. Be a fun weekend.
Yeah, should be.
I love football.
If Baylor wins too, oh boy, because that would be like Oklahoma State.
Not it.
This is a game they lose.
Yeah.
This is classic douchebag lose game. Yeah. I don't know what you do with the Heisman still. I've been thinking about that since we talked on Sunday.
So the race all got flip-flopped after last weekend. Now Aiden Hutchinson's in the fucking top now.
Really?
Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, phenomenal player. The fact that he's not on one of the lists to be the defensive lineman award of the year, he's got 13, 14 fucking sacks in college. That's unheard of.
Well, that's the funny thing, too, of like how C.J. Stroud isn't the front runner anymore. Mm-hmm. What did he do to deserve getting dropped? His defense lost the game.
Yeah.
He still threw for 340 yards.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
I love the Heisman, and I am one to truly believe if you are the best player in college football, then your teams should be okay.
Yeah.
But if you're the only player on your college football team, then you're probably not going to be any good. The Heisman Trophy is the best player.
Most outstanding
player. Yeah. It doesn't matter what your fucking team's record is. It's not a team award.
No, but it always does.
But it always does.
Ohio State loses a second game. Your quarterback that's setting all kinds of records can't win now.
You have anomalies. You have Lamar Jackson, Louisville, but you don't expect Louisville to do anything.
But you didn't expect that. You can't. Bryce Young almost losing that game, even though he had his Heisman moment, 98-yard drive or whatever down there, tie the game up. You win it in overtime.
Yeah.
But your team didn't look good.
Uh-huh. So
so
now
you're look good.
No, he did not. But he had the one. But again, now you're back down. You don't.
Yeah. And if you lose to Georgia, now you can't win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's weird.
It is weird.
That was the other one. You're talking about the Matt Leinart thing. Did you listen to it or watch it?
What do you mean? Same
His
thing,
interview with McAfee.
I watched it.
All right. I didn't know if you'd listened to it, if you just listened to a clip or if you actually watched the interview.
I watched the whole interview.
Yeah.
It was like 4 or 5 minutes or whatever. Yeah, I watched it.
Meaning, you said, what's the difference? It's like, well, the video aspect is the difference of where his Heisman was. His Heisman trophy.
Oh, no, I didn't watch the full clip. Sorry. No. So they know I didn't watch I didn't watch it. I listened to it, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
Question I was asked, what's the difference? Well, fucking hearing and seeing is the difference.
I don't like you right now.
But they were talking about something about the Bush push.
Yeah.
And he's like, you got that just framed hanging up in your house? He's like, yeah. He's going to show it. He goes, well, I got something to show you. And he spun the camera around and it was his Heisman trophy. Dude, it's on like the floor in the bottom of his fucking closet. It's like you can see the clothes hanging around it. It was like, that's a Heisman trophy.
Yeah, just sitting on the ground.
That's where it's at.
Oh, man.
But it's just like, all right.
I wonder where Reggie Bush's is.
Yeah. It's in New York is where it's at. But I was just thinking, he had a comment about when Urban Meyer came to his house, and he's like, you won the Heisman trophy, and it's just, this is where it's at? Like, you don't have it.
Yeah, or like sitting on the
put it in your office or something. Like, you don't have to have it displayed for when people come in your house.
Put it on the fire.
It's in a closet on the floor. It's just like sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
Like where we would throw
I can imagine like his wife.
Your fucking hat.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, that thing's hideous. Yeah. It doesn't go with anything.
Yeah.
Put it in the closet.
But it's just like.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Well, not a lot of people get those.
Yeah,
but, okay.
exactly. Oh, man.
That was fucked up. Funny.
Okay, I forget. Was he Kurt Warner's backup when they were in the Super Bowl?
He was the starter.
Yeah, and Kurt Warner took over halfway through the season, right? Yeah, okay. I was making sure that was the same year.
That was because that was kind of that conversation that he was having about tying into Tua of like, I'm the starter, I take my lumps, did okay, thought I was doing okay, but then you get a change in the coach, and Wiz and Hunt came in, and he kind of liked Kurt better, and it was like he would get pulled at the end of the game, of like what they did to Tua. He's like, he goes, and it's talking exactly to what Tua's been dealing with of, hey, am I the guy or am I not? Or like, is this my offense to run, or am I just waiting for you to pull me? And then he broke his collarbone, and then that was done.
It. I think my favorite thing about the McAfee show is, one, it's uncensored, so you get the raw stories. I fucking hated Matt Leinart when he was coming out of college because he was an arrogant prick. Now, I mean, he's older now, so he's probably not the same asshole.
Could be.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know him.
He could slap dogs around. You don't know.
That's what I call beating off.
I mean,
slapping dogs around.
Didn't think Urban Meyer was finger popping assholes, but hey,
I think we all kind of did
that idea.
Yeah. But just to hear that side of it, it's like you kind of like the guy a little bit better because him just talking. I don't think he does a bad job on the Big Noon Kickoff at halftimes. He gives some pretty decent stuff. I don't mind it.
What's even hearing that of when people shit on quarterbacks for being busts, and they've been there for 4 years and they've had like 3 different head coaches and 4 different offenses. Of like him just telling that little story of a 2-year span of like, hey, it's not. Like, as soon as this next coaching staff comes in, you're not their guy anymore. I mean, it's the same talk as I hear it, listening to the local radio on the way over here, people talking about Baker. Well, if they're having to ask the question if they should sign him, then that's your answer. They shouldn't sign him. It's like, well, how do you know they're even asking a question? Fucking Barry hadn't said anything. And they're not going to do it in the middle of the season.
You guys are bringing it up. You're talking about it. Listen, we'll transition into NFL now. Baker Mayfield is not your Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Don't let me forget we got a shit on my brother still.
Yeah, okay. Baker Mayfield's not your Super Bowl winning quarterback. I don't think he is. But right now, you're not doing anything to help him out at all.
No.
You're not running the football. You're not at all. Last week against the Ravens, now I know they stacked the box, but you ran it 15 times. This is it. When's Baker the best? On play action, when he's rolling out. Run the damn football.
Yeah.
That you have the best back tandem in the NFL. Use them. You have one of the best offensive lines, and they were all healthy. Conklin got hurt at second quarter. What I don't get it. He's working. Don't rewrite the formula, buddy. You had the best season in Browns history last year, running the football and running play action. Continue to do that.
Yeah.
Continue to do that. And for sure, if you're the Browns, dump fucking Hooper's contract as soon as you fucking can, because that guy's a waste of fucking space. Oh my God.
That was a big one.
That was a huge contract. Harrison Bryant and Dave Njoku do so much better.
Yeah.
Now, I know they're different styles of tight ends.
Right.
But, oh my God, they do better.
But then again, a little bit of that is you signed all these guys, and now you got a coach that runs an offense that doesn't fit the guys you signed.
Yeah.
Like you traded for Odell, you signed Hooper, you signed, you draft Baker.
Yeah. Well, actually, Hooper was part of the signing.
That deal.
Yeah.
But like you're running an offense that is not for Baker Mayfield.
No.
Baker Mayfield would be better in Arizona.
And we've
That's
talked about
the offense
that.
About that.
But I'm saying his best moments are off of running.
Right. But now you have a bunch of receivers that aren't designed for this offense.
And you watched him at Oklahoma not throw deep balls.
Yeah.
You watched him do it. He went to the college football playoffs his senior year not throwing the ball more than 20 yards down the field.
Yeah.
They ran outs, slants, and 10-yard ends.
Because here's the other thing that people forget. Lincoln Riley. For some reason, people tag him in with, since he had 2 Heisman quarterbacks of this air raid thing.
Yeah, he's not.
It is not.
No.
His offense is based on running the football.
Yeah, it's all RPOs and play actions.
But everybody, they get that triggered in there. Well, Lincoln Riley's got 2 Heisman.
No.
They run the football.
Yeah.
You know why they suck this year?
Because
they couldn't run the football.
In the backs that he had his senior year, Trey Sermon and Samaje Perine, where are they at? In the fucking NFL.
Yeah.
Samaje Perine is the backup for Joe Mixon, and Trey Sermon is just in a plethora of yes, but he is in a plethora of backs that the 49ers have. So they're all in the NFL.
Yeah.
He was good because of running the football.
Yeah.
All five of the offensive linemen that he had his senior year are all starters in the NFL now. All 5 of them.
And here's one that I'll say, based off what you said first about Baker Mayfield, is I agree with you. Mm-hmm. He's not a guy to lead you to a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But there's a whole shit ton of quarterbacks that win Super Bowls that aren't that guy.
And I'm with you 100% on that.
You have a defense, you have a running game.
Yeah.
A lot of quarterbacks that win Super Bowls with that you're not going to pay $35 million
No, and that's the thing. You sign him. You have to. You have to sign him.
You're not getting anybody.
No.
There's nobody available.
Not even a little bit. You sign him, but it's not a big contract. Not at all.
No.
It's probably between 12 and 15 a year.
20, 25.
You think so?
Just because that's where the market's at. I mean, hell, backup quarterbacks make 10.
Yeah.
Unless you're Jameis Winston, you just threw 33 interceptions and you get 1.
All right.
I mean, Taysom Hill's getting
no shit.
He signs a new contract every week, which I think he's quarterbacking tonight.
He is.
That it should be a shit show.
Yep.
But no Alvin Kamara, so it might work out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I Baker's not they just are in a funk right now. And because you saw it, I don't know. They're inconsistent as hell. You watch them beat the fuck out of the Bengals one week, and then you watch them not do a goddamn thing the next week.
When you got a shit locker room.
Yeah, everybody's pissed off at everybody.
Yeah,
you guys are the Browns. You haven't had a successful fucking year in about 50 years. You had one.
You won a playoff game against Baker Mayfield led you to a win in the playoffs on the road against your rival in their place. This motherfucker ain't worth shit. He can't do anything.
Yep.
It's the first playoff game you won since the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's correct.
Yes. No, in the 90s.
Did they win one in the 90s?
Yeah, they beat with Bill. Bill won one. Bill won one. Yeah.
Fired him.
Yeah.
Good thing he didn't turn out to be anything.
I saw a stat one day. Before Baker got there, before Baker as the starting quarterback, before he got there, the Browns starting quarterbacks had a total of 8 wins in the month, whatever one of the months was.
Yeah.
He's got like 27.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even close.
Until last year, whatever game it was that they won, until Baker won that game, Ben Roethlisberger had the most wins of any quarterback in that fucking stadium.
Yep.
And he only plays there once a year, people.
Yep. Yeah.
So
yeah, think about it like that.
So think about that shit when you're asking for that.
Yeah.
Fucking morons.
I don't get it. You had one good fucking season, and blah, and it's all he sucks.
We should have won the Super Bowl this year. No, you shouldn't have.
No, you shouldn't have.
This is a process.
Yeah.
You got to take steps.
Yeah.
Now, the Bengals are going to win it and want, because that's just Joe Burrow. He's Joe Burrow. I don't know. Nobody's getting on the turnover train with me on the Joe Burrow thing.
I know.
Motherfucker turns it over a lot.
Yes, he does.
But I guess you can consider he's still kind of a rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a full rookie season.
Play.
They're really fucking good.
They are.
And
they fucking dog walked the Steelers.
Oh, my God.
That was unreal.
I watched the first quarter, and I was like, wow, I look like a fucking idiot on that podcast.
It was, I could.
You couldn't write it up any better.
It was like, all right, well, okay, this happened.
Yeah, we're gonna run the ball down their throat, go score a touchdown. Next play, we're gonna get a pick. That's pretty much, and then
they kicked the field goal, and it's like, okay, now Pittsburgh's going to get back, and then it was
we're going to go
like,
down and score again.
No, we're just going to open the floodgates now of like,
they're fun to watch too,
because you don't know,
and that's the best part about it. And their defense is very, very underrated, very underrated.
Yeah,
there's not a whole lot of guys.
No.
But they play solid together.
They got 2 edge guys.
Their defensive line is very, very good, and they're young, which is cool. The two one of my favorite guys. What's his name? I love his. What is his name? Oh, Larry Ogunjobi. Love that guy. Love his name. Him, DJ Reader, Trey Hendrickson, Hubbard. That's a solid defensive line.
Trey Henderson's like 8 straight games with a sack.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about him.
He led the league in sacks last year.
Yeah.
Your defensive line is so good, you can stay in your nickel all fucking game.
Well, here's the thing that they did. I don't know if it was in that game or not. Might have been this game. They ran a blitz and sacked Roethlisberger.
Mm-hmm.
And the booth was like, oh, my God, they blitzed.
Yeah.
Because they don't.
No, they don't.
Like, they get sacks every game, and they don't blitz. They just pressure 4.
Yeah, they can.
Which, if you can do that and drop 7, it's tough to pass on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The only thing, like, they're going to have they're going to make the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs. I 100% wholeheartedly believe.
I mean, their schedule sucks coming down the stretch.
Coming down the stretch.
I mean, it is tough.
It's brutal. It's really brutal. I'm just thinking of like draft picks. Like, what does this team need to take that extra step? Linemen. I mean, in all honesty, linemen. I mean, they're
Endman getting murdered as much lately.
No.
Now, granted, Pittsburgh's missing a lot of guys on their defense, but
yeah, but still, I mean, it's like, man, those guys they're fun to watch. They're running the football finally. Yeah. Thank God, because
Joe Mixon's really good.
Yeah, and you never ran the ball with him last year. I am very, very. It's cool to watch them. Now, I'm not a Bengals fan whatsoever, but I enjoy fun teams, and they're a fun team.
Hey, join the crowd, buddy.
No.
It's a fun time.
Nah.
No, and the fun thing is I know Burrow's been turning the ball over and stuff like that, but like when you see Jamar Chase one-on-one, it's like he's going to sling this fucker down the field. He doesn't care.
Doesn't care.
It's like, oh, if my guy's one-on-one, he's open. It doesn't. I don't give a shit what your coverage looks like. I'm throwing it. And they come down with it.
Yeah, they do. He's got 3.
I'll tell you what, like everybody talks about Jamar Chase. People forget about T. Higgins. T. Higgins had a huge year last year.
Yep.
Well, until Burrow got hurt, and then they just. Ugh.
Yeah, and then Boyd.
Yeah, Tyler Boyd's a stud.
Yeah, he was the leading receiver 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Andy Dalton's last year. Leading receiver. I mean.
Well, Boyd is that guy that everybody forgets about, and then it's 3rd and 7. It's like, he's wide open on the sideline.
Throw to him.
All right,
he's like their Keenan Allen, Mr. Third Down.
Yeah, they're good. I mean,
they're fun. They're a fun young team to watch.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to see this stretch run because it's like they got to play like the fucking Chiefs and
they play the Chiefs and they play the Denver game in a couple weeks should be interesting too if Denver can pull off some kind of win.
Yeah,
because it's playoff implications. I haven't had meaningful football in December in quite some time, and it's kind of fun.
Well, that's the one. Like with the Bengals, I could pull it up, but obviously they still got to play the Ravens again. Got to play the Browns again. Not in Cleveland, so you got boat raced by them last time. So that's going to be a game.
You have the Chiefs.
They got to play the Chiefs. They got to play Denver.
They play the Chargers this week.
They're going to play they play the Chargers this week, and who knows who that team is?
Yeah, no shit. Who else do they have? I think they have an NFC team at some point in time.
Yeah.
Another one. I want to say it's the Seahawks, but I don't know.
It might be. It could very well could be.
Yeah, but I mean, they do have a fucking brutal stretch coming up. And it starts with the Chargers because, again, you don't know. Denver whooped their fucking ass last week. And I'm like, I was completely shocked by that one. I'm like, wow. It was halftime 14-7. I said, okay, I can live with that first half, Denver's not so bad where that's unbelievable that they're up at halftime, but then when it came out and I was like, oh, it's 28-7.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So they got Chargers, Niners. Niners.
And the
Broncos.
Niners are kind of turning it around.
They're getting all healthy now.
Yeah.
Denver. So they go Ravens, Chiefs, Browns.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's they're 7-4. Like
you could easily
only get 9 wins. I mean, with that schedule, that's and might not get 9. Because it's so backloaded.
Yeah.
And if you think that's bad, the Steelers is almost worse.
Yeah, it is worse.
I think do they still got to play the Packers?
No.
Steelers don't?
No.
Did they already play them?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Didn't remember that.
The Steelers play the Ravens this weekend. Vikings, Titans, Chiefs, Browns, Ravens. So they have the Ravens twice in 5 weeks. Yeah.
And let's be like, the Vikings aren't.
They're no slouch.
No.
They're no slouch. They're playing for playoffs too.
Yeah.
I mean, they're. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Titans, they're 8-4.
Hey, can we talk about this with that Bengals game? How bad is Ben Roethlisberger?
I mean, it's bad enough to where your playoff hopes are done.
Yeah.
You need to play Haskins. Because everybody on that fucking, if you don't know Mason Rudolph's not your guy next year, then you're idiots.
Well, then that's the other thing too. Isn't that it came out last week like they were out in warm-ups and Haskins wasn't doing anything. He was just sitting over on his phone.
Yeah.
I was like,
what are you doing?
Dude, do you even want to be in the NFL?
I know, it's crazy.
Because I think that's kind of the rumor of like, no, he's not.
Yeah.
We thought we had a reclamation. Hey, we got a first-round guy that we can maybe work with. And then it basically, he's an NFL player because he likes what comes with being an NFL player, but he doesn't like the NFL.
Yeah.
He doesn't want football.
No, he just wants to be in the NFL.
He just wants a paycheck and to tell people he's in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Which sucks because the guy can sling it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Ben, man, like he's watching those that first series, he throws those passes like, oh my God.
And everybody talks about them trying to get back to old school Steelers football, running the ball and stuff like that. Your offensive line isn't any good
Might
yet.
be the worst.
It's not good to try and pound the ball.
Your offensive line, everybody shits on the Bengals offensive line, and you have a worse offensive line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And nobody thought it was going to be any good because you didn't bring anybody back.
Everybody retired,
on you.
Or
got cut because their contracts were too much.
And you signed nobody.
Nobody at all. So I don't know anybody who thought, this would be good. This would be a good one.
We just assume it. Tomlin's never had a losing season.
Yeah.
Ever.
No. And this is gonna. This would be his first one. And I like the guy. I think he's a great coach.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
Everything he says is like just, yeah, you're awesome, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like with the Claypool thing, I think we need to play music at practice to have more fun out there. Yeah, let's just let him be a receiver. I'll make the decisions. Yeah.
That was awesome. Like, hey, I've won a Super Bowl here, and we go to the playoffs, and we win this division almost every year.
Uh-huh.
You've been here for 3 years.
Yeah, and you played at Notre Dame. Don't think they really played a whole lot of music at practice,
and you're
pal.
Fucking Canada.
Yeah, fuck off.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
You guys have longer fields.
Yeah.
And you run weird motions.
And it's colder up there.
And you only have 3 downs.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdos.
Weirdos.
Yeah. Okay, let's shit on Sean for a second.
That fucking guy. What is this, his third fucking win?
I think it's second.
Fuck off.
We should have won the week before, but Dylan got him for his second.
I'll make this rule, Sean, okay? If you win one more fucking time, you're not playing anymore, okay?
We will uninvite you.
I will take you out of the fucking league.
I'll find a way for us to win is we'll have it like we did it at the beginning. It was just me, you, and George. And we just trade money between the 3 of us. It's like,
I will win at something.
Hey, I won this week. You won that week. And like,
I will win.
Basically, the first whatever until is about halfway through the season, we started inviting some other people in.
Yeah, it was just the 3 of us.
It was just the 3 of us. The only people winning was FanDuel because we were just trading money back and forth.
And it wasn't high enough.
And they were charging us to do it.
Yeah. It wasn't a high enough. Like, would we win $250? I think because we all put in $3.
No, we all put in $2.
Yeah, you're right.
Or no, we all put in just $1.
Yeah,
and FanDuel took 50 cents. So.
Yeah, everybody won $250.
I was killing that league.
Yeah,
for a bit, and then George went on a run. Yeah,
I gotta quit making these leagues. I feel like the commissioner gets fucked a lot.
I've been a good, solid top 5er.
Yeah, I was.
But what's it matter if you're not first or last?
Yeah, if you don't win the last game, it doesn't matter.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Well, anyway, fuck you, Sean.
Well, yeah. And now it's at the point where everybody's winning a second fucking time.
I know. It's like, man, bastards.
And it was to a point there where it was him and Dylan.
I know.
Of like, all right, well, Dylan.
Dylan fucking rocked the 1 o'clock games.
Oh, yeah.
Just rocked it. I texted him. I said, if you win this week, you're not playing next week.
Well, that was the thing of like, Dylan got up there.
Yeah. And just holding on.
Oh, my God, he's holding on. And then I clicked on my brothers. And it's like, oh, he's got some players going right now. So it was like, this one's coming.
Well, I feel bad for my uncle because I'm like, if you look at the overall, I think he's third and hasn't won a week yet.
Yeah.
He's just up there.
He's been in second and third place.
So much. Yeah.
I feel you, man. I've been in last couple of times, but I've been like top 5. Like, all right, well, I'm always 10 points behind. And I just don't. I don't think, because I always my $1 million lineup would always win our league.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have this week, but I think Sean would have beat me by like 0.2 of a point or something like that. Mm-hmm. It was like the first week in 5 straight weeks that it's like not winning anywhere.
I won $40 in the $1 million one.
Did you? I won 9.
Outscored Sean by 30 points. Yep. I scored 180 in the $1 million one.
I put the Sunday night one.
Yeah.
Now, who played Sunday night?
That would have been the.
Remember what game that was? Because the Browns then played Monday, right?
No, it was the Browns. Browns Ravens, yeah.
No, I played the Monday night one.
Yeah, so did I. I didn't win a lick.
I put one entry in the dollar one, and I won $9.
Nice. There you go.
Like, hey, man, I'm back in.
Yep. Yeah, I was so pissed. I got up, or I saw it. I'm like, because I put in multiple ones or whatever. I'm like, oh, winning a lot of money on this one, and not in that one.
Me and George used to be really good. Back in the day, used to be DraftKings.
Mm-hmm.
But like on Sundays at the other golf course, like, we just sit in the pro shop, and that's what we did.
Uh-huh.
Like to the point of I might have 37 lineups going. Yeah. And it's like, we're like, George is like, hey, man, I just won $400 in this one. And it was like, hey, man, this thing is going.
Yeah. And then it's like,
and now it's just like I pay so much attention to the NFL, and so you think it's like, well, I know this guy's going to score, and you get it right, but that's all they did was score a touchdown.
Before we switched to FanDuel, the season before I did DraftKings, it's so much cheaper on DraftKings, like the players are. They give you the same amount of money, but the players aren't worth as much.
Yeah.
So you can have, like you just, like in the FanDuel one, you can really only have like 2 studs. And then the rest are kind of, Well,
mine is every time I play Tom Brady, he scores no points.
Yeah, same here.
Every time.
Same here.
And somebody else plays him is like, threw 5 touchdowns, threw 450 fucking yards. Threw 1 touchdown.
Uh-huh.
Well, and
I had him Sunday.
Well, you pick Tom Brady and a Godwin or somebody like that, and then Leonard Fournette scores 4 touchdowns of like, what the fuck?
I always pick Leonard Fournette.
He's at that
range where I can have him all the time.
You can't pick a running back.
No.
Like if you take Jonathan Taylor, you can't get anybody.
Nope.
And then they forgot that he existed, and they were up 10. Let's not even try running the football with the best back in the league.
Yeah. And then they run him, and he goes right down and scores.
I'm like, maybe we should have tried that.
Yeah. Damn it.
Well, they got that Vita Vea. Like, you didn't even try.
No.
Well, we tried a couple times the first quarter. Yeah, it's the beginning of the game. That's the run game's kind of a
process,
an attrition kind of thing. Yeah. Like, let's wear them down because those big guys, they start subbing out.
Yeah. Yeah. Vita Vea is a 2-down back, or a 2-down lineman. So
not in there all the time.
Not in there all the time. Maybe run the ball.
Quentin Nelson's pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe he can block him.
Yeah.
Think he can.
I think he can because he did
help from the center, and they just shoved him over to the side.
Yeah, and he ran right underneath him.
Right by him.
Yeah. Kind of weird how that works.
You're never going to win with Carson Wentz slinging the fucking ball like that.
No. And don't get me wrong, his stats were nice.
That's great. But every game, you look at every game. Every game they've lost, they don't hand Jonathan Taylor the ball. When they give him the ball, they win. It's like,
this is a formula.
Well, stats say that we needed to throw the ball more with their defense. No, your stats say that if you run the ball, you fucking win.
Yeah. Let's follow those stats.
Follow your stats.
Yeah. Don't look at everybody else's.
Do the Rams suck?
Yes. Yeah. I
mean,
yeah.
Like Matthew Stafford's not good.
No, I mean, I don't want to say he's not good,
but I mean, like,
but over this stretch,
4 weeks, he's not good.
No, his month of November might have been the worst he's played in a long, long time.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah. Well, they got rid of they stopped running the ball for some odd reason,
which is weird because that was McVay's offense was to run the ball,
and they had success with it. Teams are bullying them right now, like they're just being more physical all around, and it's really messing with them. And Stafford and the Titans kind of showed you a little bit of a blueprint. McVay likes to do those little boots and stuff like that. Well, they're not. You're not having success running the ball, so that defensive end isn't crashing all the way in now.
Yeah. He's
waiting on you when you boot out. You're not outrunning the defensive end, Stafford. And, I mean, he's been hit a ton. He's been sacked a lot. Their acquisitions that they've gotten have done nothing for them. I mean, Von Miller hasn't done dick since he's been there, which he wasn't going to.
He wasn't doing anything in Denver. He's at the end of his career.
Yeah.
You traded away a pick for nothing.
You did. Yeah. I mean,
for a guy that was going to play 2 downs.
Yeah. And Denver's defense has gotten quietly better since he's been gone.
You know, he's too old. He's been injured for 2 years in a row. What'd you think?
I don't know what
you bought
done.
A name.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, it sucks for Beckham. He comes in, he gets hit, and then he's like clearly on that hit. They're like, I don't know what he's hobbling. I don't know what happens. It's like, well, how about like 3 plays ago when that guy lit him up and he instantly started grabbing his back? Yeah. Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah. I mean, finally they got him involved.
Yeah.
I mean, too late.
Yeah.
Like the guy is good at running the longer patterns. Let him do that. Quit trying to he's just one of those guys who does his thing.
Yeah.
You call him bad, call him what you want, but he doesn't do everything. I mean, he doesn't run every route. He's not Cooper Kupp. He's not a Robert Woods. He's not, I mean, Antonio Brown runs every route. Julio Jones can run every route if he's healthy. He's not one of those guys. You're getting a square in, you're getting a post or a corner.
Yeah.
Or a vert. That's all you're getting out of him.
And you knew that when you signed him. That's why he didn't work in Cleveland.
Yeah,
he wasn't a bad teammate.
No.
Baker wasn't trying to screw him over. He didn't fit the offense because that's not what they do.
Not at all. Yeah.
Antonio Brown, he's suspended 3 games for having a fake vaccination card.
Yeah.
And then I seen his lawyer released a statement.
Mm-hmm.
We gave information to the NFL that we were correct and he has had shots.
Yeah.
But it's just not. Antonio would rather not waste the time fighting it. He'll just take the suspension.
Yeah. So he doesn't have shots.
So he did. I mean, for sure you would fight that because in your suspensions, even though you're hurt, you still get paid. But now you don't.
Now you don't because you're suspended.
So, and then the Twitter world going nuts. How come he got suspended and Aaron Rodgers didn't? It's like
the NFL
league knew he didn't.
And, he
didn't present them a fake ID.
Antonio Brown,
he gave him a fake vaccination
federal
card.
Law. I mean, Aaron Rodgers just told him, "Hey, I didn't get the vaccine."
Yeah,
and that was it. And the only reason you're finding out about it now is because he didn't have to tell you. He told the people that needed to be told.
The only people he did anything to was the media.
Yeah,
and everybody's like, "Well, fuck him."
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't ask follow-up question, but Antonio Brown and just like, well, 3 guys did it.
Yeah,
I didn't know that the other 2 guys.
One of them was that I don't know. The Bengals drafted him a few years ago. The really fast guy.
Oh yeah.
He was one of them, I think.
Yeah, that when they were in their Raider stage of, hey, he's really fast.
Yeah,
he's never completed a season in college, but we think he'll be healthy in the NFL. He ran a 4.2.
Yeah,
played fucking 7 games in 3 years.
Yeah,
I need more catches, buddy. You got to play. I mean,
yeah. Oh man. Who else?
Fucking Green Bay, though.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah. God.
A.J. Dillon was trucking people.
Yes. Again, I tweeted out on our Twitter page, and I listed off a bunch of guys whose teams have just threw money at them, running backs wise. The Packers just threw a bunch of money at Aaron Jones. I'm not saying that he's not a good back.
Yeah.
But they gave him a fuck ton of money. And I know they let Jamal Williams go because Jamal Williams and A.J. Dillon are the same people, and you got him cheaper on a rookie contract. And I get that, but you could have easily given him a halfway decent contract and are able to do other. You could, hey, I'm going to get somebody else another weapon here. But again, Jones hasn't played a full game in about 5 weeks.
Right.
And they haven't missed a beat.
Nope.
Because a running back is a dime a dozen as long as you can block. Look at the Niners.
That's the other thing.
Look at the fucking Niners.
They still don't have their tackle.
Yeah.
They don't have their best defensive players on the field yet.
Yeah.
Of like, hey.
Yeah, and they're still fucking winning. I think Bakhtiari might be out for a while.
Well, he had to have his knee rescoped.
Mm-hmm. So they're getting back week 16.
Get him back maybe two games in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which, good enough.
Give him his reps for the 2 games and get him healthy for the playoffs. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think what else there was. Eagles fell flat on their face and lost to the fucking Giants, so their season's over now.
They're done.
And Hurts didn't practice again today.
Yeah.
So.
And then Dallas, fuck.
If they would lose tonight, New Orleans has their defense is still.
If they don't make the playoffs, I can't imagine McCarthy not getting fucked.
You can't.
No.
I
can't imagine him.
McCarthy's not coaching tonight, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Jerry Jones is.
Yeah.
He said, we're going to run the ball.
I talked to Kellen Moore.
I thought 2 days ago it came out that Zeke's a little banged up. Maybe we're going to take the load off. Now we're going to run the ball.
I told Kellen Moore that we're going to run the football.
Give me a headset.
Yeah. I'll call the fucking place.
Yeah, that's...
Who else? I tell you what, man.
Well, I'll read through that.
Tom Brady's still fucking Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Jesus. When the Colts tied it up right there the last couple minutes and everybody's cheering, I'm like, you just gave Tom Brady 2 fucking minutes. What are you talking about? The bad thing
is he didn't even do it, and Leonard Fournette just went nuts. Well, and that's a bad thing, too, of almost had a moment of, hey, Fournette, you should have went down because they almost returned the fucking kickoff.
Yeah.
But I guess we should go through the picks. I don't even know. You had the Colts plus 3.5. You lost
did
that.
Terrible. I think
you had the Patriots minus 7.5. I think that covered, didn't it?
Who was it?
The Patriots.
I won. Yeah, I got the Patriots game. Yeah.
Steelers plus 3. That didn't work.
Nope.
Vikings plus 3. How about nope. Jags plus 3. Nope. I had the Packers plus 2.5.
You got that one.
I had the Eagles minus 4.
I
don't know. Did I get that or not? How about?
No, you didn't get
17.
It.
What, 17-10?
Yeah.
Didn't get the Panthers minus 1.5.
You didn't even get the Ravens because they won by 3.
What a shit show game that was.
And then you didn't get the Chargers either.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty.
Thank God gambling's not illegal in Ohio. I guess that's what we should say now.
Not good. Not good for us, buddy.
Pretty shitty.
You want to go ahead and pick them?
Yeah, let's go ahead and pick some more.
All right.
I swear to God, we're going to win this week. That's the confidence I had with the week I've had. Taking a while for mine to load.
All right, I got mine. I'll give you one.
Give it
to me, baby. Real fast and hard. Okay, I will give you the... Man, the spreads are kind of tough here. Okay, I'm going to give you...
the big ones.
Right off the bat here, Vikings Lions. Vikings are minus 7.
I'm going to take the Vikings.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with Detroit.
Well, they're bad.
I know that, but all their games, all their losses earlier were real close. Like they should have won those games. Now it's like
their dicks
now it's on the other side.
Yeah.
Have you seen the side by side pictures with Dan Campbell? It's basically every week. It's a picture of him and his initial press conference, how happy he is to be the coach, and then a picture of his current press conference of like
his hands.
It looks like those before and after presidential pictures. Where it's like,
dude, you've aged.
Has it been 15 years? Dude, it's fucking 12 weeks.
Yeah. All right, give me one.
All right. I'm going to give you... Man, there's... I'm going to give you the football team at Vegas.
Okay.
Football team's getting 2.5.
Oh, man.
Should be a good game.
It should be. I don't know. I don't know what Derek Carr plays so good and then he plays so bad. I don't get him, and Heineke is something else too. I'm gonna go with the Raiders with the minus 2.5. Yeah. Alrighty. I'm gonna give you the. I'm trying to find one that's not terrible.
There's a lot of double-digit spreads this week.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'll give you Ravens, Steelers. Steelers are getting 4.5.
I think the Steelers are dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this pick, even though I can't bet on the Steelers.
No. But Ravens,
I'm going to take the Ravens minus the 4.5.
Yeah.
But I'm not confident that. I think the Ravens win the game. But
but you don't know
win it like 12 to 10.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean,
yeah, he sacked Ben in the end zone for safety.
Yeah. All right.
There's a ton of double digits.
I'm going to give you the Niners at the Seahawks. Niners are minus 3.5. I don't know what the Seahawks are bad.
I struggle with this one because I cannot see them losing 5 in a row.
Yeah. And it's got a little bit of that of like just 3 or 4 weeks ago, the 49ers were really shitty.
Yeah.
And they winning games, but like groin pulls and shit. I mean, like not all their players finished the game.
Yeah, it's weird. I still think I'm going to go with the Niners. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't even know how to talk. I'm going to go. I changed my pick. I'm going Seahawks. Seahawks plus 3.5. Okay. Got it. Alrighty. I'm going to give you Giants at Miami. Giants are getting 4.5.
Miami.
Okay. They're playing well.
Tua's a wagon, slinging dick all over the field.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
But it's got to be good.
Apparently he's fucking everybody. Alrighty. Alrighty then.
All right. I'm going to give you the Philadelphia Eagles at the New York Jets. Eagles are minus 7.
Is Hurts playing?
I don't know.
I don't know either. God damn it. The last time I picked the Jets, they got beat 40-5 or something.
That's right.
I said, they can do it. It's like, oh, no, not.
He scored 5 points. At least get 6. At least kick 2 field goals. You played good enough defense to get a safety, and you gave up 40 points.
God, they snap went over the team's head. God damn it. I gotta go Eagles.
You have to.
Eagles.
And the Eagles are going to win, but I don't know if they can cover the 7.
I don't know either. Oh, my God.
Those flowers, man, like they get hit with a little Roundup last week.
It's getting cold.
Wilton.
It's getting cold. The flowers are going away. Oh, I don't want to do this to you, but
do it.
This one's. I think it's a little bit easier. I gotta go Colts at Texans. The Texans are getting 10 points.
I'm gonna go with Colts minus the 10. I think they bounce back. I think you're gonna get a Jonathan Taylor 3-touchdown game.
Yeah.
The way that win of like, hey, why didn't you run the ball? Well, Texans going to find out. They're going to get them running the ball.
Exactly.
I'm going to give you the Arizona Cardinals at the Chicago Bears. Cardinals are minus 7.5. I believe Kyler and all them are back coming off a bye. I never know how to do with guys coming off a bye.
Yeah.
Because like, hey, they should be rested, but then they also come out and kind of play like shit sometimes.
Well, he hadn't played I know he played the week before the bye, but he wasn't all there. I'm still going to go Cardinals minus the 7.5. I don't believe anything about the Bears doing anything.
No. It was like, we need to fire Nagy now. Why? Just let him get through the season. There's no reason to.
Okay.
Not hiring anybody, so.
Yeah. Okay. This is Patriots at the Bills.
2.5?
Yep, Patriots are plus 2.5.
I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to take the New England Patriots.
Okay. Yeah, playing nice.
Even though it's at Buffalo. I mean, all of the sudden.
Yep. Oh, coaching matters? Yeah, it fucking does, guys.
And old school. I think averaging in the what have they won 6 straight?
Yeah. In
those 6 games, they're averaging 35 points a game.
Yep.
Their defense is giving up 10.
Yep.
That is like
best defense in the league.
It's 2000. Yeah. Early 2000 defense stats like that.
Yeah.
You don't see that shit anymore.
And it's awesome. It's awesome.
That was one of them. Then it's the Patriot song. Now it's beginning to feel a lot like 2001.
Yeah.
It's like shit. You know. Mac Jones fucks stud.
Yeah.
He makes the right decision.
He doesn't take.
Still going to have rookie interception shit.
Yeah.
But he's making the right decision.
That's all you can ask, man. All right. Give me my last game.
All right. Going to give you the Jaguars at the Rams. Jaguars are plus 13.
Fuck off.
Had to do that because we're talking about, do the Rams suck?
Yeah.
Maybe they do, but can they, it's still an NFL team. Can they cover 13?
I'm going Rams.
Yeah.
I'm going Rams. Fuck the Jaguars. Ain't no finger popping in L.A.
Well, it's in L.A. There might be finger popping. A lot of hotties out there looking for a lot of Instagram models out there looking for some money.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think ever happens to that girl?
She eats free at his restaurant the rest of her life.
I mean, it's like, there's this old guy at the bar. I'm going to snuggle up next to him kind of thing. It was like, oh, my God, everybody's seen him stick his fingers in my butthole.
Yeah. Did you put that on a resume? Hey, I'm the...
What have you done? Why, you get a job around Columbus?
I'm the...
What happened?
I'm the Urban Meyer lap girl.
I'd like this, vice president job. What have you done? Well, Urban Meyer fingered my butt.
Yeah.
You're hired.
Yep. Man. Do you still have those jeans?
You're the vice president of Value City.
Nationwide.
How the hell does Value City have money to sponsor the fucking arena?
I have no idea. I didn't know there's still a company.
When have you ever seen a Value City?
Yeah. I think there might be one in Columbus. We still sponsor it.
I mean, making a bunch of shit.
Uh-huh.
Well, we sold $3 million worth of product, but we still owe Ohio State $5 million a year for the naming rights of this.
Yeah.
Well, I seen your boy got his ass kicked in Columbus.
Who's that?
Coach K.
Oh.
And by ass kick, I mean by 5 points.
Yeah.
Really by 3.
I watched it.
I didn't because it's two teams that are from the East Coast time zone.
Yeah.
Tipping at 9:30.
9 o'clock.
9:30.
I know. I couldn't sleep that night. I stayed up and watched it.
I don't know why nobody's watching our big games because it's a 9:30 tip on a fucking Tuesday.
Yeah, and it's your biggest, besides the big dance, it's your biggest tournament. It's the Big Ten SEC or ACC Challenge. Yeah. It's a big deal.
Well, we're going to get the West Coast involved.
No.
For what?
Yeah,
it's two East Coast teams. And not East Coast, but Eastern time zone.
Eastern time zone. Yeah, it was Duke scored 23 points in the second half. He scored,
I seen that.
He scored 45 in the first half.
Like when I wake up in the morning, I'll, do my stuff, and then I'll grab my phone and look up whatever sport was going on late enough that I couldn't watch.
Yeah.
So I'm like, holy shit, Ohio State won by 5?
Yeah.
And then, like, it has the box scores like, oh, they were getting their ass kicked all the time, and then all of a sudden Duke couldn't score anymore.
Duke's not real deep. Like they have a nice 5, and then the guys come off their bench, like they're not
good.
They're not good.
I mean, they're not
D1.
They're not Duke.
Yes. But of the 7 guys that played, all of them had 4 plus fouls. Like they're trying to foul at the end of the game, and they don't know who can foul because all of them have fucking 4. It was ugly. The last 5 minutes, I think Duke was 0 for 15.
Yeah.
I mean, and then I think they were 1 for 3 from the foul line. I was like, wow, bad.
Yeah. I mean,
Ohio State, they made some shots at the end, shots that didn't hit all game. The one to put him up, Liddell caught it with his back to the rim at the elbow, turned around, Kobe 1 foot fade and went in. Went in. I'm like, well, they're gonna win the game. Nobody makes that right now and not wins the game.
That is the one thing about basketball. Like when a team gets on a run, it is just like, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah,
they're just throwing up stupid shit and it goes in.
There was, the guy caught it off the reverse. Guy from Duke closed out nice. Dude took 1 dribble backwards and just shot it and went in. I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell?
And the other sports thing to talk about, obviously the MLB is locking out the players now.
Yeah.
Now, they're throwing a big fit about this. Like it's a big deal at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Your season doesn't start for 4 months.
Yeah.
So let's calm down on, are you going to lose games? Maybe, but you play too many anyways.
Yeah.
Secondly, what the players are fighting for, they want arbitration after 2 years so they can make more money.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Get whatever you can get. But the fact that I don't know where you guys get the money to pay because nobody watching your fucking games.
I don't either. And some of these contracts are holy fuck.
Scherzer just signed $43 million a year. He makes more than 2 franchises.
Yep.
Are paying their whole staff.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Crazy.
And then I think the other thing they were trying to was come up with the salary cap floor, which is if you're going to have a real league, you can't have teams spending $200 million and teams spending $35 million.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You need to get rid of some teams or
have a salary cap.
Where does this fucking money come from?
I have no idea.
Well, that's the other thing. They want to have a salary cap floor. Well, then you need to have a salary cap. Like, you can't go over this.
Yeah. Well,
if we do this, and the owner's argument for the arbitration is, well, they're not going to be able to keep their players. They're not going to be able to compete. We maybe vote on not letting the New York team spend $300 million, and you can only afford to spend $50.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe do that. But, you can't. It's gotten too far away. Like, baseball's got a train wreck. And then Bob Costas, because they want to expand the playoff a little bit to make more teams relevant. Bob Costas comes out like he's a fucking college football guy.
Yeah.
We can't add more teams to the playoff because now you're watering down what the regular season is, and it doesn't mean as much because you're letting just anybody in the playoff. Now, it's like, you play 162 fucking games
and let in like 5 teams.
It's already watered down.
Yeah.
How about you let in half the goddamn league and knock the games down to 80?
Yeah, a team can lose 50 games and still make the fucking playoffs.
Every team loses 50 games.
That's what I'm saying.
Every team.
Yeah, you're right. It's too many games.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just think about that.
Yeah.
You had a hell of a year if you win 100 games. You lost 62.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the old line was, because I think the record, like they won 100, somebody won 120 games or whatever. It's like everybody wins 40 and everybody loses 40.
Yeah.
It's what you do on the middle 82.
Yeah.
Like,
just
if
have it
that's
at 82.
how your sport is,
just have it at 82.
Just have the 82.
Yeah.
Which is also too many.
Yeah.
Stop playing across leagues. Let's just
do it this way.
Run it like this. But again, I mean, it was this guy got a $300 million contract. This guy got a $400 million. Yeah, and it's just like, where the fuck is the money coming from?
Yeah.
Because I know it's all local deals, but
like the
still,
Tigers paid
who's
Javi.
Watching it?
The Tigers paid Javi Baez like $30 million a year.
Yeah.
Like, he's a shortstop.
How are you getting that money?
Yeah.
There's not that many people that have cable in Detroit.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's weird.
I mean, that.
I don't even watch it. So I don't give a fuck.
Nobody does.
I don't give a fuck. Baseball can have all their shit.
I just don't understand. It's like, where the fuck does the money come from?
Yeah.
And then they're trying to get, the players are working a deal to get more money, which is fine. I mean, get as much as you can.
Yeah.
But I'm on the side of,
when's enough?
From where?
Yeah.
If you can make $500 million a year as a player, that's great. But like with the NFL, like, I understand when their salary cap goes, well, they just signed $100 billion fucking. Baseball's not doing that.
No, not at all.
I don't
crazy.
get it. I mean, are they running coke?
Yes.
I mean, is that what they're doing?
The MLB is a cartel.
And we gotta go down to. That's why we have a lot of Latin players. We're going down there and look at them. We have them fucking mule some fucking heroin into the country, and we sell it. That's how we pay them.
That's how we pay them.
I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense to me. So, gotta be true.
It has to
Story
be.
like that's gotta be true.
Gotta be true. It's too cool not to be.
But that's all. I didn't really want to talk about baseball, but you kind of have to, and just for that point of like, I don't get it.
I know. It's wild.
Like last year, I think the Reds' payroll was over $100 million. You don't fucking have anybody.
Yeah.
All the guys that you have that were playing, I mean, Votto.
Yeah.
But that's the end of his big contract. But like all your guys were still under their rookie deals, and they're all leaving now. Like who were you paying?
Yeah. Well, hell, I think the Guardians. I think they have one guy left from their from their World Series. They have one dude on the roster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And the Guardians.
Yeah.
Do better, Cleveland.
I know, it's so bad.
You're so worried about your fucking quarterback, you let your team do that with their name. Well, it's on the bridge. It sounds like shit, and your logo sucks.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? You didn't have to stay the Indians. I understand that. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Pick a better name.
Oh, my God. They'd have been so much better with just the Cleveland Baseball Club. That's
awesome.
So much better. CBC?
That worked.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind the football team anymore.
No, it doesn't bother me anymore.
But it makes more sense for baseball.
Yeah.
Because they used to sell T-shirts that said baseball club.
Uh-huh.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You should have just sold the naming rights.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Quicken Loans. Why don't you just sell that? That's
Yeah.
what, I mean, teams are going to start doing that.
I mean, look at the NBA. They have the patches on their jerseys
fucking
now.
Wish.com or whatever. That, hey, we get sponsored by this website that rips you off.
Yeah.
Hey, this is really cheap. Also not what I ordered.
Yeah.
But you're paying for it. And so,
yeah.
I don't know where else to go from there.
I don't know either.
Usually when you bring baseball up on a sports show,
it goes downhill.
That's kind of the end of it. We're wrapping this bitch up.
All righty.
Do it.
Wideside.